Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
Well, let's get to the nightcap with Carlos King and the original Queens of Atlanta, the Jon Snow, Lisa Who Hartwell, she by herself, and Grand Dragon Zolciak. So Dion says her life is different and she's been working on herself. Heffa Wu said her and Sheree have something scripted that's coming out, but Sheree can't act. She can't manage her finances, she can't act, she can't design, she just can't. Some people are, she's an ain't. She just ain't. Kim's been married for 11 years. I'm surprised your marriage lasted long as your wigs. Carlos says to Sheree, so you're back for the third time, and she says third time's the charm. More like 3 strikes, you're out. She said she's making history. Why don't you make a mortgage payment? That would be your first in history. Oh, Sheree said, I want Housewives to get back to what it was. People watch for the glitz and the glam. Honey, you never had glitz or glam. Y'all was riding around in leased Range Rovers in rented homes. Your son slept on an air mattress in a 2-bedroom outside of Buckhead. Girl, boom. Glitz and glam. But honey, we watch this show for the fights and the frauds, for the reads and the restitution. So if I created a Love and Marriage Atlanta spinoff, which one of these ladies would you like to see in the cast? I mean, well, I don't want to see Grand Dragon and nobody else is married, so there's your answer. You know, these commercials asking, are you over 50? When I am over 50, I'm a cuss at you saying it's none of your damn business while you asking me how old I am. At least now I get to look around the room and say, well, who's 50? So we get a little clip of Love and Marriage talking about Winter Charlatan Coot. And he asked the ladies, have you ever dated a scammer? Well, of course Sheree has. We've seen it 2 or 3 times. Bob scammed her out that child support. That doctor just scammed her out of her time and promotion on Housewives of Atlanta, and now her fella is a felonious scammer. But Sheree, you are a scammer, so I'm not surprised you would date one. Sheree said you should ask, have they ever been the scammer? Well, we know about your charges from Ohio. Sheree said, who's gonna admit that? Hell, honey, we know you scammed your carpenter and your contractors because you was out here putting your house in your mama name. All right, Carlos is getting to Nene's suit. Kim said, when Nene's done dealing with Bravo, I'ma deal with her because she's saying things that are untrue. But you did say, I don't want to eat chicken with Nene. Lisa said, now look, Nene was always caping for Kim to come back to the show, so now she gonna say you racist? Lisa also seemed bitter that her name was never in that number. Kim says she still follows me on Instagram, so she ain't that mad. Okay, now we're gonna do the King's Court. Who's most likely to be late? I would say Kim because she shows up late and leaves early. Who's more likely to argue with the producers than the cast? Kim again. Ooh, who is the most likely to play both sides in an argument against friends? And they answered Carlos King. I agree. Hell, Chris pointed that out when he said everybody who comes on his show is the best. So now he gonna have the ladies read the little sneak peek of next week's clip of Love and Marriage DC when Raina and Winter get into it. Winter apparently told some of Raina's business and Raina felt like she shouldn't have to tell her to keep her mouth shut. You know how I feel about keeping your business out the street, out the street. Lisa and Deshawn's reads were so weak they reminded me why they were no longer on television. Sheree, that was not a read, that was your tagline from the show. Child, well, that was the shit. I'ma see you soon for something. While we're talking about Housewives, let's talk about my adventure with
Countess Luann's Cabaret. I went to the Cabaret, for life is a cabaret. A cabaret.
So, girl, we got in just under the wire. I'm trying to see how much the tickets are because, they're probably around the same for each venue. And the next two events in Florida are postponed. And Cabaret with the Countess is something you don't want to miss. It was hilarious. That is the first and strongest word I would use to describe this evening. It was absolutely hilarious. We were in the fourth row, like very close. It was great. The band kept it together. The band was good. The band was on point. The band was on beat. The piano player was also like giving a lead vocal sometimes, giving a backup vocal sometimes. The band had it together. They were the professional musicians backing up the karaoke Countess. And that's really what it felt like. It was an evening of karaoke, a celebration of music without being on key. It was the joy of song while appreciating a lack of pitch. Notes weren't hit, but laughs were had. Now, oddly enough, Luann did not perform all of her hits. We got a little bit of Si, c'est la vie, c'est bon, c'est bon. We only got a 10 to 15 seconds of Feelin' Giovanni. We ended it with a rousing rendition of Money Don't Buy You Class, and I gotta say, the drums on that were amazing. He was getting a little scat tee going with money. It was good. It was a good remix. I was actually like, you need to put that out. The live version. And because everybody was singing along, you couldn't hear Countess Luann, and that was probably the best part. Her vocals, well, I don't know if you could call them vocals. Her caterwaul, because we're not going to call it singing, was deep, gravelly, and off. And she sang out from the chest and wasn't afraid to miss a note. Was not afraid to miss a note at all. I mean, she would hit at the note, but sometimes she would paw at the note where it's like, you know you ain't hitting it. And then sometimes the note would be here and she'd just watch it go by. She's like, I'm going to hit this note over there. You know when Mary J. Blige goes off key trying to hit those high notes? Imagine that, but throughout the song. Throughout the song. Now, what they did that I thought was very smart was they kept it moving. You got about a minute, 15 seconds of each song. You didn't dwell too long on what you couldn't do well. Now, she gave performance and entertainment, but the vocals were painful. Fortunately, it was a lot of sing-along songs, so the audience would come in, but I think she needs to do more, da-da-da with the mic and then, give it to the audience, because that chorus can do a little better with the good band. That way it kind of masks your singing. Caterwaul. It masks your caterwaul. Who was in the audience? Gaze. She had a drag queen help her with her Q&A. There were some girls in sequin dresses that, showed up for a ladies' night out. Everybody was in very good spirits. Like, we all knew it was going to be a spectacle, and nobody was showing up for a good vocal. Nobody was showing up for a good vocal. This was kind of like BravoCon West Coast. This was as good as we was going to get. So nobody was showing up for a vocal. I mean, there wasn't a vocal there to show up for, so it was smart that you wouldn't. But nobody was showing up for a vocal. Nobody. We were not there for anything audibly pleasant other than, the band. I'm surprised they were good. Because, when you're off key, it's amazing you can find people on key to put up with you. But I guess a check is a check. I guess a check is a check. It was a fun time, though. I can't say I had a bad time. We had a blast. I got my shimmy on. The Q&A was cute. When somebody asked why didn't you do the reunion, she played it cagey. She said Tom was the best in bed, but was he the best in bed, or are those your coke-addled memories coming on through? I don't know. I don't know. So I would say the goal was to be entertained, and she entertained us. Also, she was on stage for an hour and 15 minutes. She actually came on at 9, was off at 9:15. Brava. Brava. Shows like that can drag on too long like a nail through an ass cheek. An hour and 15 minutes, parfait. Parfait. And she had little intermissions when she would change into a different Giovanni gown. So that way you got a little phone break. Also, she was not an ass about the phones. Everybody got to have their phone. Everybody was recording. She knew what she was there for. She was not trying to be like, oh no, this is my artistry. She's like, okay, this is, a glorified meet and greet. I don't know if there was a meet and greet option. I don't think there was. But I had fun. Well, that was my experience at the Cabaret. It was also interesting to truly know I could get up there and out-sing her at her own concert. I was like, damn, I just need a band. That's all I need. Because I ain't that good either. It's just, I could be a little more on key, but we ain't going to act like I'm no Beyonce Knowles or Sarah Vaughan. It's more the comedy. It's more the lyrics with my shit. But we're going to get to it. All right, well, I'm going to see you soon for something. Probably Love and Marriage D-damn-C. I'm trying with that show. Honestly, Winter is putting that show on her coot's back.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly. We gotta talk about the you. We gotta talk about the unit. We gotta address what the hell's on your head. Say it again. We got to address what the hell is on your head. One more time. What the fuck is that? Is it a welcome mat? Is that a dead cat? We gotta talk about the unit. Yeah. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It's been in my head for years. I figured I'd do something with it today. I had a few moments. From the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas, it doesn't matter if you're rich or if you're famous, because you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. No, you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. Yeah. Backpedal and pussy pop. Backpedal and pussy pop. I want you to beat my ass. Beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to put fist to the face. Fist to the face. I want you to whoop. I want you to kick. I want you to beat my ass. 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 Okay, she got a hit with that one. Oh, wait, no, that was me. That was me. Anyway, it don't matter.
So as my mugs say, tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate to head over to the Biffa Emporium for a cute collection of hoodies and mugs. Link below.